Some places don't feel abandoned, even after everyone leaves. Tonight's story comes from Riverview Hospital in Coquitlam, British Columbia, a real psychiatric hospital that operated for nearly a century. This isn't a legend. This isn't a rumor. It's based on multiple staff reports from people who worked overnight shifts inside those buildings and discover that whatever was still there didn't stop at the hospital doors. Riverview Hospital opened in 1913. At its peak, it housed thousands of patients suffering from severe mental illness. Treatments included electroshock therapy, long-term isolation, heavy sedation, physical restraints. Some patients stayed there for decades. Some never left. When sections of the hospital began shutting down in the late 20th century, entire wings were sealed off. Beds still made, charts still inside, equipment untouched. It was quiet. Too quiet. That's when staff began noticing something moving through the empty halls. Night shift nurses and orderlies started reporting the same figure. A woman. She wore an old-fashioned nurse's uniform, white dress, tight sleeves, hair pulled back. She was always seen at a distance, standing at the far end of a hallway, not walking, not moving, just watching. When staff tried to approach her, she would calmly turn and walk into sealed wards that were supposed to be locked. At first, people assumed she was a nurse from another unit, until they checked the schedules. No one matched her description. One encounter was far more disturbing. A nurse working alone late at night was charting notes at a desk when she heard a voice behind her. A woman's voice, soft, professional, calm. It said, "You shouldn't be here alone." The nurse turned around. No one was there. Moments later, she heard footsteps moving slowly down the ward, stopping beside each bed, pausing, then continuing, like someone doing rounds. But the ward was empty. Every bed. After that, sightings increased. Staff reported doors opening on their own, lights switching off behind them, the sound of metal carts rolling through the empty hallways. The nurse in white appeared more frequently, sometimes closer, sometimes close enough to see her face. Her expression neutral, focused, like someone concentrating on their job. Then something changed. Staff began seeing her outside the hospital. One nurse noticed a woman in a white uniform standing across the parking lot, too far away to see clearly. When she looked again, the woman was gone. Another staff member saw her reflected in the car window while unlocking the door. There was no one behind them. But the most disturbing account came from a nurse who quit without notice. She claimed that weeks after leaving Riverview, she woke up in the middle of the night and saw a woman standing at the foot of her bed. White uniform, hair pulled back, watching her sleep. She screamed. The figure vanished. She never returned to the hospital. Some believe the nurse was once a real employee, someone who worked too long, saw too much, and never mentally left. Others think she's something else entirely. Not a ghost trapped in a place, but a presence that attached itself to people. Continuing her work, checking patients, even after they went home.